I got my driver's license today. Well, not today. My permit. Yeah, my permit, not my driver's license. I got it a couple days ago. So I'm gonna tell you the process and stuff like that, cause I'm kind of bored and stuff. So I go to my local car, whatever, BMV, and um, I wait in line with my mom, and then I go to the person who calls us up. The person tells us we have to have this certain stuff. We get it after like a while of just like looking or going around to banks and whatever. And after that, we were able to finally take the test, and I did not pass the first test. I missed out on the speeding limit parts. Most of it that I missed was speeding limit ones. So the test is like 50 questions. 14 out of 6, you can only get. You have to have 14. Have to get 14 signs right out of 16 that there are. So you can only miss 2, and then you can only get There's 34 road questions, and you can only miss 6 of them. So you have to have 28 out of 34. So the first time I do it, I get all the signs right, easy, and then I missed like every single speed limit question that there was. And I was like, dang, well, I guess I have to study that now. And I studied that. 2 days later, I come back and I do that whole. I go, wait, and then they call me up, and I'm able to take the test now. And I'm like, okay, time to go do it. And I get past the signs. The signs were easy, and I missed and there was no speed limit once, and I was like, okay, well, why RNG screwed me up? No, which kind of made me upset because I studied the speed limit ones only for like 30 minutes maybe at most in those 2 days, but I was like, why did it why didn't it show any speed limit ones? And after getting to like question 30 something, I got like 6 of them wrong, and I'm like, no, I do not want to go and do this test again. But I passed the permit test. After that, I go up to that person, the person. Me and my mom have to sign a bunch of stuff, and I got a lot of legal documents and whatever. After that, I go and take um, eye a vision test. That's what it's called. And then after that, I take my picture, and then I have to sign like a couple more things, and then yeah, I get my permit. That's a paper, and they'll mail my permit card or whatever it's called, my ID card. They in like a couple days I'll get it. So that's exciting in my opinion. I can finally get my permit card ID thing. After that, on Friday, which was yesterday, I started to drive a bit, and driving experience, yeah, that's terrifying. So, here's some things that if for some reason you don't have a permit, which I think all of my friends have a permit at this point, I think. Here's some things that you need to get prepared for that I was like, oh. So one of the thing I was kind of stressed out beginning driving, but after like an hour, 30 minutes to 15 to 30 minutes in, I was like, oh, this is kind of easy, kind of. And I was testing it out in the parking lot, in like a parking lot, because yeah, I'm not gonna go on the main road. That's like a stupid thing to do when you're starting out to drive. And you also have like amount of hours you have to have, like 50 hours. 10 of those hours has to be night hours, and I'm like, after driving for like 3 hours yesterday, I was like, no way we should have only 50 hours, the minimum of 50 hours. It should be like 200 hours at least, in my opinion. Because no way anybody's ready at like 50 hours already. Also, you can only get your actual driver's license at 16. So it's like no point in, you know, having a minimum of 50 hours. I'm pretty sure most people will try to have more than 50 hours, obviously, since, yeah. So, in my opinion, the 50 hour, at least 50 hours, is kind of stupid, in my opinion, because it should be a lot more. But either way, whatever. And while I was on the while I was in the parking lot, I was doing turns, I was parking a couple of times. Parking is hard doing it reverse, in my opinion, so if no if any of my friends don't have their permit at all for some reason somehow, uh yeah, parking's gonna be really hard for reverse. I mean, I guess anybody would figure because it's hard. But luckily, our car has like the camera, like the back camera, so I was able to look at that, and that made it really easy. But I'm pretty sure for like my driver's license test, I won't have something like that. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to like not depend on the reversal camera or back camera, whatever it's called. So I'm like, oh, great, time to figure that out. And transitioning from stopping to going or go going and then stopping is, in my opinion, pretty hard because you have to lightly go down, and even though I was going lightly down, it still wasn't doing I was still not doing well. So I was like, dang, why am I not doing this well? Oh well. But yeah, I did like 3 hours of driving basically, and in my opinion, driving is fun but stressful, and I think everyone should start out driving in parking lots first, then going on country roads, and then going on like maybe like city roads, maybe highways later on. But before then, just try to stick with um, parking lots until you're like comfortable. Being like, oh yeah, I can do this. Then go to country roads, and then once you're comfortable with country roads, you can go to city roads. And once you're comfortable with city roads, you can go on the highway. That's my take on how you should start progressively driving. And this should span for like 200 hours of driving. This should not span 50 hours of driving. Do not expect to start going on a highway at hour 40 or something like that, because there's no way you're ready to go on a highway after only doing 40 hours of driving. That's my take on it. So yeah, that's my driving experience. The roads are not safe in my area now since I'm the one driving. So yeah, see ya.